नमस्कार। आप सभी लोग अपने अपने घरों पर सकुशल होंगे तथा अपने आस पड़ोस में कोविड-19 से इन्फेक्टेड लोगों की या जो बेसहाय लोग फंसे हुए उनकी भी मदद कर रहे होंगे। इसी आशा के साथ हम जैसा कि कल बात कर रहे थे अपने एनिमल किंगडम लेसन में, इन विच वी हैव टॉक अबाउट द कैरेक्टर्स ऑफ chordata, in which we have talked about especially the different classes. We can say the chondrocalates or the cartilaginous fishes and the bony fishes and the cyclostomata. Let's move the another topic, that is the amphibians. Means what are amphibians? Means generally this is the, we can say, this is the super classes of that is known as tetrapoda, right? Means this comes in the category of the tetrapoda, in which we can especially understand all about this thing, that they can show the this tetrapoda have involves four classes, right? That is called amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia, right? So we have to talk about their characteristics, how we can capable to understand about the characters of these amphibians, right? So as we know that amphi means double, bio means life, means the organism which can be placed or shows the two life or double lives, right? Only the amphibians have 6,771 species are found in all over the world. Even we can say the frogs, toads, salamanders, right? These are different organisms. Even we can say that they are the first cold-blooded vertebrates which venture in a live in on the land as well as from the water. Means we can say these are the cold-blooded animals which can be started their life from the on the land from the water. So we can say these are most important organisms which can source such type of life over there. Evenly, if we can talk about the characteristics of these living organisms or these amphibians, first of all we have to know the different features which can be found in these organisms. So as you can see, especially we have to talk about they can live in fresh water and on the moist land also, as well as we can say their body is generally comprises cylindrical and differentiated into head and trunk, right? Their body is divided into the two parts, that is called the head and trunk, and generally their nostrils are connected to the buccal cavity, eyes have the eyelids. You can just understand that before these the different classes, different phalanx do not have the such characters. The well developed characters are found over there, and we can say generally they have the external nares for the olfactions and a pair of eyes which can be movable eyelids are present in there. Evenly they have a tapetum represented over there. You must know about this tapetum, right? Evenly I think they have given you over in the details, but you can just read it especially about that. Means in place of the ear, they the tapetum tympanum is the part in place of air. Means they can be always understand or hear with the help of this tympanum. And if we talk about their skins, skin is mostly smooth, moist, highly vascular and the rich in glands. Scales are generally absent. It helps in cutaneous respiration also. Means generally they can be respired with the help of their skins, right? And we can talk about the amphibians have two pair of pentadactyl limbs, right? Means generally they have the limbs which are pentadactyl, means they are the 5 digits in their body, in their one limbs they contain over there, and they can be able to move with the help of those pentadactyls. And if we talk about the skeleton, they have a bony skeleton, notochord, not persisted, skull is dicodilic, means they can show the two occipital condyles, and most of the vertebrates are procoelous. Evenly we can talk about the lysis system in amphibians. Their mouth is a large and the armed with teeth, and upper and lower jaw both, right? Evenly if we can talk about their teeth, they have the vermarine teeth, right, are found over there in their inside their mouth, and they are the first vertebrates which have true tongue. Means before these organisms vivia, the other organism does not have the true tongue in their alimentary canal in their body, right? And we talk about alimentary canal, it can be leads into cloaca. It can be completed with the help of the cloacal opening, right? Evenly, they can have the another characters. If we talk about their respirations, that can be occurs through the lungs, through the gills also. Evenly, some can be also with the help of their skins, right? And generally, these different all these things can be always helpful for them respirations. Evenly, if we talk about their another thing or circulatory systems, right? Generally, these amphibians have three chambered heart, two auricles, and one ventricles, right? So we can say generally the auricle arches occur in three pairs. RBCs are oval and biconvex and nucleated over there. Right? If we talk about their excretory systems, generally these animals have the specific structure that we can see the kidneys are mesonephric. Right? Generally, these are the amphibians which can be right mostly ureotelic, means they can be excreted the wastage or the excretions in the formation of the ureotelic conditions. Evenly, we can see the larval and the adult aquatic amphibians through the lateral line sensory systems evenly, and they have the cranial nerve are 10 pairs, means they have the cranial nerve, means the nerve which can be arises from their brain directly, they are the 10 pairs. Evenly, if we can talk about the fertilizations, usually is external, but some amphibians like salamander and is thiophis, these are the two organisms which can be source the internal fertilization in their body. So you must just tag one, the salamander and the thiophis fish, that can be always show the internal. Evenly, we can talk about the development of the larva, that is direct, right? I mean they can source the stages, you will get the larval stages, that is called a tadpole, and there is a metamorphosis process we also seen over there. If we talk about there are all organisms are oviparous, means adult female lays eggs and embryo develops into the egg one, and amphibians can source the specific adaptive conditions, that is called hibernation in winter and estivation in summer to avoid the extreme temperatures. Means especially the amphibians can always hibernate, means during the winter season they all become the inactive in that conditions, right? Because of the temperature is very low, so even if they are the cold blooded animals, so they cannot capable to maintain their body. In the same way, in the summer season they again hibernate for that condition, that is known as estivations. Means in this in these ways they can capable to maintain their or they regulate their temperature. Or we can say the tail are amphibians are Rana tigrina, as you can see in the different जनरल आपने ग्रीनिश फ्रॉग आपने गांव में देखा होगा, तो दैट इज नोन एज राना टिग्रीना, right? And buffo, that is called toad, hyla tree frog, so that so many times these organisms are found over there. Evenly, tailed and the limbed amphibians are salamander, the organisms which have tail also and the limbs also, they are like the salamander and the tiger salamander. And if we talk about the limbless amphibians, is called the ichthyophis, right? I think if all have seen in the diagrams in your book also. So these are the different characters of these organisms, right? And if you can just see these all organisms, as you can see especially in this diagram easily over there, that there are different kinds of organisms. These all are the amphibians and they can have all those characters which I have already discussed in the previous topic. And after that there is another class which is also very important class in the point of view of the study, in a point of view of the learning, that is called the reptilia, right? Means we can say, means that class reptilia, it can show that reptary or ripary or reptum means generally they have to creep, means the meaning of this reptile means the creep, means the organism which can be always try to show the creep, and they can be moved with the help of the creeping. So we can say they are known as reptilia or the class reptilia. And at least there are 9500 species, including animals like lizard, snake, turtle, tortoise, crocodile. So many animals are found over there, and especially these reptilians can shows that they are adapted to themselves in the animals. Means especially that terrestrial animals are found over there. If we can say that they dominated Earth about 200 million years ago, means we can say in the period of Jurassic period of the Mesozoic era called the Golden Age. In that condition, means the Jurassic period of the Mesozoic era, they are found over in that conditions. Means in that particular time, the golden age of reptiles in that particular time. But after that, we can say during this period, the huge size reptiles live on the earth. Means if we can imagine about the these dinosaurs, Jurassic, right? So we can say in that time these animals are too huge, but now they are not found in such a conditions, right? We can say as we all get the dinosaurs fossils, so we can imagine that how these animals are so larger one or huge one. But we can say the largest reptile today are now, that is python, right? Now in present time there's a largest reptile, that is python, up to 10 meter, and crocodile, that is 7 meter, and komodo dragon, that is 3 meter. They are the reptiles one, and their size is like this one. And if we can talk about the features, the different characters of these reptilians are, as we can say that these can choose the different characteristics in their body, right? If we can talk about that, these animals are terrestrial, few of them can be live in water, right? As we can say the tortoise and the crocodile, only they are the reptilians, but they are capable to survive into the water and land also. Then after that, we can say there are another animals like lizards. They can always try to live on the plants, on the trees, on the walls, right? If we talk about the body structure, they are a long cylindrical and short broad, right, which can be divided into head, neck and trunk parts, and also tail, right? Only we can say that they have the dry, rough and non-glandular skin. Skin is very rough one, right, which can be, some have provided with horny epidermal scales or the scutes, and they have a two pair of the pentadactyl limbs. Generally two pair of the pentadactyl, two pair means उनके चार पाँव रहते हैं साथ में. दे हैव द पेंटाडेक्टाइल मीन्स दे हैव द, आप हम लोग का जैसा हाथ होता है तो हाथ में 5 उंगलियां होती हैं, ऐसे इसी स्ट्रक्चर को कहा जाता है पेंटाडेक्टाइल डिजिट्स आर फाउंड ओवर इन देयर appendages or limbs. They all have the endoskeleton in bony, right? And means generally we can say the skull is monocotyledonic, and the articulation with the vertebral column. Generally they are really attached with their endoskeleton with their vertebral column, right? Only we can say they have a well developed digestive systems. Means the mouth is a large with the acrodont teeth in both jaws, right? Jaw and their jaw bone are movable and help for the swallowing large prey one. If we can say the lungs are respiratory organs which can be present in these organisms. Lungs generally they have protected with the help of ribs. Means generally ribs help expand and contract body cavity, making the lungs more efficient. As only we can say the turtles show cloacal respirations, right? When they have another type of respiration, that is called a cloacal respiration. Only if we can talk about the circulatory systems in the reptilia, we can say they have three chambered with two auricles and one ventricles, right? And the ventricle is incompletely divided into by the septum one. The heart is four chambered in crocodile, especially the crocodile, even it is a reptile, but it still have the four chambered heart. And we can say the RBCs, red blood cell corpuscles, are oval, biconvex, and the nucleated structure in these organisms are found over there. And these animals have also excretions with the help of kidney, and they always excrete the uric acid, right? And while they are in the aquatic condition, while they can surviving into the or living into the water, in that condition they can excrete urea, right? Means they can become uricotelic or ureotelic, both in according to their habitat. Whenever they can survive on the land, in that time they are uricotelic or they can release uric acid, and whenever they can survive into the water, in that time they become the ureotelic. And if we talk about the nervous system, generally the nervous system consists 12 pair of the cranial nerves, and they have the sense organs like the eyes, ears. Ear generally that is structure is that is called tympanum. It is a type of membrane which can always helpful for their hearing the sounds. And we can say nose as well as also develop in their body, but they do not have the external ear opening. Means as I have told you, they have a tympanum instead of the ear. They do not have the ear like human beings or like other organisms. And then we have to talk about the reptiles are known as poikilotherms. Poikilotherms means the cold-blooded animals. Especially these animals cannot capable to maintain their body temperature constant. Even if the whenever the temperature can changes in their surroundings, whenever the temperature changes in their surrounding, they cannot capable to maintain their body temperature. Means their temperature can again become the temperature which is their environmental conditions. Means they are not capable to maintain their temperature. They can also show the hibernate in winter. Means during the winter season, when the temperature is too low, in that condition they can be hibernate, they can be just sleep down into the different places. Evenly we can say there's these animals, right? They can goes for the winter sleep one. Evenly we can see the snake, lizard, they can capable to shed off their scales, shed off their skins. आप लोगों ने देखा होगा, शायद सुना भी होगा कि जो सांप होते हैं वो अपने स्किन को निकालते हैं एक साल में, राइट? ऐसे लिजार्ड्स भी अपने स्केल्स को अपनी बॉडी से झाड़ देती हैं, तो उसके बाद देयर स्किन विल बिकम टू शाइनी, right? So these animals can do such structures, means for the different characteristics due to which they can capable to survive in different conditions. Evenly we can say, if we talk about their reproductions, especially we can say the reptilians are unisexual and show the sexual dimorphism, and we can say that these animals can show the internal fertilizations, and most of the reptiles are oviparous, and some of oviparous such as vipers and sea snakes, right? Ovoviviparous means some animals which can shows that they are can capable to lay egg, and under their through the eggs they can be capable to both one, mean they can be lay their animals also, just like we can say vipers and sea snake, they can are known as ovoviviparous, right? And only in that condition we can say the eggs are retained inside the body of the mother, and growing embryos drive shelter and nourishment for the mothers develop indirectly in that conditions. If we can say these are different animals like snake, lizard, crocodile, tortoise, turtle, right? World lizard, alligators, vipers, right? Different NASA means the cobra snake, and there's a special thing that is called sphenodon, that is called Totora, the living fossils. You must note down this one. That is called sphenodon. done. Splenodon is the living fossils. So it is most important in point of view your examination and so many things. So students, I think you all have understand about the different characters of the reptilians and the different characters of the amphibians which I have explained today. So you must prepare their notes on the basis of that and try to draw 2 or 3 diagrams over there. So after that we will discuss the new topics is the aves and the mammalia, right? We will talk in the next lecture, so you must try to write down all these notes in your fair copy, right? And day by day as we are completing, trying to complete your such syllabus in such a way that you must complete it within time, right? So student, again you must prepare your notes timely and live safely. And if you still have any problem, you can ask me on my number.